want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua? You can feel it. You need the runes to find Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
Open the gate. She can't.
Open the gate.
It's locked. Try harder. She can't. Again, she can't. She can't. She will. She'll find a way. She will.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Dillian, there he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
You always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark world.
Do you remember the way he looked?
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
She wants to go up.
You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up.
Not in this world.
No, not in this world. There's no way out. You can't. Do you remember what it was to touch him? Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved us. Things that are most precious to you.
You have blood on your hands.
You are guilty. You will always be guilty.
Was it worth it? There he is. Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the
Bet
things
you
she
can't.
loves. She destroys the things she loves. Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?"
this love has
I did not ask things. Balder's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Look what happens to the things you love. Do you remember the smell of his neck? Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt? Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree? He's the reason she keeps fighting. Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dilly's dead. Does it deserve to be dead? How does that make you feel? Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do. You broke him, you killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you. She knew best. She thought she had light within her when she was born. She is pure darkness.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" I did not ask the reason. Balder's mother confesses.
Your curse has claimed Dillian. Poor Dillian. Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do. Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future.
You killed him. He couldn't
Two
see the
realities
darkness within you.
tearing at her soul.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him.
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you, and it tortures Dillian.
Wasting your
You
time.
have no time for this. Speed up.
These trials
The darkness is swallowing both parts of her. They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Constantly laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, make you weak before the battle? She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her fate.
You have. She thought that she knew best.
She thought she had light within her when she was ready.
She is pure darkness. You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
You kill.
What if they're all about wasting our time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she
They mean nothing.
being special.
Waste of time.
It could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are whispering in your ear. What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
in a way that nobody has time. Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband. The pile is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
Your curse has claimed Dillion.
He was kind. Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel? The curse strangled you just like it strangled him.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere. But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense?
They're a trick. The gods were lying. Dillion, I think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense.
Words for gods, but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't. This language you don't understand.
Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed.
You'll never succeed.
Slow, quicker. Broke him, you killed him. I couldn't see the darkness within you. Dillion! Be quick.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
You're going to fall. Careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Sinbel. There he is. Be careful.
Go to him.
That's it.
Quicker.
Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay?
What if this is
the gift
pointless?
you have?
What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword
A
will
gift
never...
that makes you feel special in my eyes.
What if this is
Just
the
another
end?
part
It's
of the
just a
person
trick.
I know.
It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know.
The wilds
It's
to
just a
protect you
game
from
for
my
you. You never know which way it's going to go.
because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.